I haven't made a YouTube video in such a long time that I feel guilty about it. And one of my goals is to release a YouTube video just one a month. And honestly, like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's not going to be anything fancy. I don't have time for anything fancy. And I feel like in this world of like AI generation and like curation and all that shit, like just like busting out a raw long form video is like punk. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna bust this out like, you know, 2010 style. If you hear a rustling, it's because I'm dog sitting, which is one of my side hustles now. But anyways, what we're talking about today is my 2-year review of TBM, To Be Magnetic, which is the manifestation program that I do. I'm making this video more for people who search for To Be Magnetic on YouTube and want to get like a review of it versus like my regular channel people, but I've already heard from a lot of you that you guys are into TBM, or at least you're into manifestation, so I want to talk to you about this and do a little review for you. If you are interested in my review after the first year, watch this video. I always get the side wrong. I think I'll link it. I'll link it below. I did a review of this last year. So we'll start with the basics, like what is TBM? I'll tell you like things that I manifested this year, and then maybe I'll share a little bit about my manifestation practice, if that works for you. And who am I? My name is Colleen Welsch. I started this channel to promote my coaching business for freelance copywriters. Since then, I'm still doing that. I know I said I stopped doing that. I know I said I'm not doing that anymore, but I'm still doing it a little bit. But anyways, this channel is about, what's it about? I think it's about living a creative life as a neurodivergent person. I think that is fair. My name is Colleen Welsch. I am apparently a neurodivergent person. I was diagnosed as neurodivergent, like just generally, but I think upon further examination, I'm almost certainly autistic, and I think I will probably try to get a diagnosis, if only to get Peaches registered as a service dog so I can take her on airplanes, but I'm okay. A couple people I've talked about this are like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm 36 years old. I've gotten this far. It's fine. Anyways, living a creative life as a neurodivergent person. I am a freelance music producer. Used to be a freelance copywriter. I still do a little freelance copywriting, but since we last checked in, I am now like officially a music producer. Like, I have clients and I'm making money doing it. I'm not making what I would consider a full-time income for me doing it. I'm doing some side hustles still, but I'm doing it and I'm really happy. Are you farting? This dog just arrived and I don't know him yet. He like sexually assaulted me on the couch. Like, he just like started humping my arm and his lipstick was out and he like wouldn't stop. I don't like that. I'm not gonna mention his name to protect his identity. Anyways, oh my god, wait, check this out. This, well, this is like my manifestation notebook, but my mom gave this to me. This is my, I don't know, can you see this? This is my grandpa and his family. And I don't know, nobody wanted this picture. I was like, I'll take it. I like to think about dead people. Do you mind if I just really be myself on here? Because I feel like I've kind of like been like a watered down version of myself on here. Because I don't know, I wanted to be cool, but I'm not that cool. Okay, so first of all, what is TBM? So TBM stands for To Be Magnetic. It is a manifestation program by Lacy Phillips, who is a fellow Aquarian, and she channeled this manifestation framework, and then the program uses what they call neural manifestation to make your wildest dreams come true, which sounds like bullshit on the surface, but basically it just gives you a framework to deal with life so that you can achieve your goals, I would say, is a good way to put it if you're not into the woo-woo stuff. I am into the woo-woo stuff, sort of, but I'm not like, you know, anointing myself with rose oil and yoni gazing, and yeah, I'm not like a witch, I guess. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's like not me. But it has given me a framework with which to view my life. It's been really helpful in getting through difficult times, and it's also been really helpful in processing shame or like traumatic experiences from my life, grief, and also just like regulating in times of stress, getting triggered by things. And also it helps with when you have a dilemma, you have some kind of test, like a boundary test, or like you're freaking out about money or something. So it has been really helpful in a lot of stuff that I've had to deal with. And I feel like it has allowed me to become more of myself, to learn who I am, to learn how to be myself, to accept myself, to love myself, and how to be a more regulated, even-keeled, happy person who is doing what she wants to do. And the way that it works is there is an app, and in the app there are a bunch of workshops, and they also do 2 challenges each year. So they do one in the summer and then they do one at the end of the year. There's kind of a recommended way to go through the courses. Like they have like do this first and this and this and this. And I already did all those things back in the first year. So now I just kind of use it when I need to. I'm not like in a particular course. I'm just like what's coming up in my life. And then they have all these guided meditations, which they call deep imaginings, which you just kind of listen to them. And I usually journal, or I'm like walking, so I'll just like type into my notes app on my phone any ideas or realizations or insights that I want to remember for later. And then every month, about every 27 days, I do their monthly check-in activity where you go through your month and you write down like your manifestations, like tests you passed or like tests you didn't pass, why didn't you pass them, any blocks that are coming up, any expanders, which are like people that you see that like make you believe that what you want is also possible for you. And I also write down like any crazy dreams I had, any pings I got, and then you figure out like what the main themes of your month are, what you need to work on next. And it's just a really helpful way to be active in your own life. You know, I think a lot of people are just like living day to day, and there's not like, they're not taking time for reflection and planning. And TBM is basically my method of reflection and planning now, in addition to being a tool for self-soothing and healing. So, and also getting myself pumped up. Sometimes I listen to a DI to like feel more self-confident before I have to do something that kind of scares me, which you have to do a lot when you are trying to chase down your dreams. And let me give you a real world example of this. I decided, I guess maybe like a year and a half ago, that I really wanted to be a music producer. Not even a year ago, maybe, I don't know, like about a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to become a music producer. And I had all this huge list of reasons why I can't be a music producer. And those are limiting beliefs or blocks. And then I just went through like each and every one, and I did this one guided meditation that would literally be like, well, when was the first memory that you learned this? Because when you're a child, everything is in absolutes, everything is black and white, and you like one of the reasons why I thought I couldn't be a music producer was because I tried out for the talent show in 5th grade or 6th grade or something, and I didn't make it. And I was never like super good at playing the clarinet, and then I switched to saxophone, and I wasn't super good at that either. And so I thought because I wasn't good at playing a reed instrument, like that I couldn't be a music producer. I don't know. I believed that. And then I also believed like I couldn't make a living as a musician because I just like didn't know anyone who made a living as a musician. But there are lots of people who are professional musicians. I don't know. Now when I say these things, it seems kind of stupid, but like at the time, like, hello, I really believed that. And sometimes that still comes up for me. Or I remembered how like stupid I felt, like being the only girl I knew who like played guitar, and I wanted to like be in a band, but I felt uncomfortable because I didn't know like what the different knobs on the amplifier meant, and I was like afraid to ask, even though like the guys I played guitars with were like really nice and would have explained it to me. I was just like embarrassed because I was all like, you know, I gotta be like, I just always felt like I had to try so much harder as a girl. So those are examples of things. And then as I was saying, you know, I didn't know anyone who was a professional musician growing up, so I just didn't know that you could do that. And part of my journey this year has been finding expanders, meeting people who do music for a living. I was lucky enough to connect with a new friend who's basically given me lessons on how to be a professional musician this year. Like, how do you like book shows? How do you get a PA system, set it up? What do you do at a show? How do you get the money at the end of the show? These are all really helpful things. And yeah, so I hope I'm explaining that well. If you are curious about this, like check out their website, check out their podcast. They explain it a lot better than I do, I'm sure, but that's kind of my understanding of it. And I really think that anyone would benefit from this. And even if you are religious, like it's just kind of a framework you can lay on top of the religion that you're already following. There's no reason why you couldn't do both, because even though religion can definitely give you like a sense of guidance and purpose and a place in the universe, I think TBM can help more with like the day-to-day aspects of the struggle. So that's what TBM is. Now let's talk about what I manifested in the last year. And I don't know if you can tell, but I didn't script this at all. So these are some of the things that I had on my 2024 manifestation list that I received in the past year. 1, no more back pain. Can't really explain why I stopped having back pain because I stopped going to the chiropractor, but I don't know. I used to have very bad back pain that made it difficult to like walk, and I used to go to the chiropractor, and then I stopped going because I didn't have enough money, and I don't know, I don't have back pain anymore. Feel beautiful and sexy. I have really felt a lot better about my appearance. about, yeah, just about the way that I look, even though I'm aging. Like, I don't know, I feel like pretty, perhaps for one of the first times in my life. Which is a shame because I saw some pictures of myself the other day when I was like in my early 20s and I was like, holy shit, I was beautiful. Anyways, okay, a stage show that feels good. So I really wanted to get into live music performance and I just didn't know how to do it. And over the course of the year, I met my friend Jake, and then he helped me book shows, and then we ended up booking a recurring open mic that we're still doing, and so I play every week now. I get to play, and I'm feeling like so much more confident. I don't have stage fright at all, and yeah, that's been really good for me. I wanted to reach 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Honestly, and thank you for watching, and if you're not subscribed already, subscribe! But I can't really take credit for that because I've probably done everything wrong with this YouTube channel, especially in the last couple of years. I won Taskmaster again. I talked about how this happened in my first video on TBM, but my friends and I filmed another Taskmaster episode, and I won again, which I will link. You should watch it. It's really funny. Oh, a regular music gig that pays at least $100 plus tips. Yeah, I got that. I booked that weekly open mic, so I get paid every week for that. I wanted to manifest the perfect vintage dog food tin for Peach's dog food, and I actually, for under $100, and I actually got 2 for $50 on accident. Improve my menstrual cycle. I just, you know, the struggles. I had really bad cramps and like really bad PMS symptoms. And then I saw on TikTok, like, take Pepsid AC. And I started doing that, and God, I wish I could go back 20 years in time and be like, bitch, take some Pepsid AC. Would have made my life a lot easier. I also wanted a vegetable garden, but I didn't want to do anything to have a vegetable garden. And then my neighbor grew a bunch of vegetables, like seedlings, and gave me little plants. And then I just had them out on my deck, and then I had vegetables all summer. And I barely had to do anything. So shout out to my neighbor. Listen, I'm going to go through and I'm going to read these unexpected manifestations, but then I'm going to go through December, January, and February and read what's on the manifestation list also. I found a music producer incubator program called Dark Label, which really changed my life and taught me how to run a business as a music producer. I basically found the equivalent of me in another group, so that's been really helpful. Clarity around what I should do for money. Like, to be honest with you, I actually wasn't really sure if I wanted to be a music producer or what I wanted to do. And if you watch some of my videos from last year, like, I was really struggling. I was really having a hard time, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had run out of money. I was not feeling very good. But I did get clarity, and I found a way to do it. And I definitely have to give TBM like a lot of credit for like keeping me going through that difficult time, because like when things got really hard, I like doubled down on that and things got better. I did some YouTube videos that I just like was really vulnerable and talked about some other subjects other than freelance copywriting, and they did pretty well, so that was really nice, and I got a lot of nice comments on them. I had a $5,000 tax return. That's not too bad. I was invited to attend a songwriting retreat for free, and I wrote seven awesome songs there. The full fucking solar eclipse right over my house. I mean, I don't know if you would call that a manifestation, but it was cool. Okay, so there was a tornado here, and I went on a hike a couple weeks after, and I got lost in the woods because there were so many trees down, and like obviously it takes the parks department like a long time to clean up all the trails because so many had fallen. So I got lost in the woods, and this old Vietnamese lady found me and she guided me back to safety. And then she told me that she believes that like there are angels watching out for us, and then she told me the story about how she escaped from Vietnam during the Vietnam War with her husband and baby. And it was crazy, but I was like, she was an angel. Like, she saved me. I was lost. Like, it was scary. And she was so cool. Oh, my hair. It doesn't look so good today, but like I have had problems with like thinning hair for years, and it's just like it's been long, thick, and healthy. It's especially been really good for like the past year and a half. So I do need a haircut, but I don't know, my hair is really healthy. So I manifested that. Yay. Oh, I got to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction for free out of nowhere. I don't know, I had a ping to like ask this one guy I know who's in the music industry in my city if he wanted to get coffee and catch up, and he said yes. And then we had coffee, we were having a really good conversation, and then while we were sitting there, he, like, his friend that he was going to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony with canceled. And then he was like, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah. So we went, and it was awesome. We saw so many celebrities. I got to see Peter Frampton live, who I had seen like 20 years before, and that was really cool. I mean, it was awesome. I read the book Refuse to Choose, which I've talked about in other videos, which really like gave me permission to just follow all my little whims and do all my little projects I want to do and not feel like I just have to do one thing, because I don't. My improv team decided to try writing sketches, and we did a sketch battle. We won the sketch battle, and then we were just nominated for a Cleveland Comedy Award for Best Sketch Group. So that's actually in a couple weeks. Maybe I should hold off on publishing this video so we can find out if I won or not. Yeah, I got my first production clients, and I got a set of free human hair extensions, which definitely wasn't on my list. Oh, there was one time where I was talking to my manifestation buddy on the phone, and then I just shouted, "Universe, give me money!" And then I checked my email a couple minutes later, and I had all these briefs from one of my copywriting clients for like $800 worth of work. I'm sorry, $1,800 worth of work. I've been able to record at various recording studios for free. Can you see that my eye is twitching? Is that visible? I don't know, that's been happening for a couple days. What's up with that? Yeah, I guess just like, I've gotten to go to like a lot of concerts and stuff for free. Pair of earrings. I found a bunch of Gucci makeup in my house that I didn't even know I had. Oh, here's a good thing. I stopped going in the debt, so haha. I'm like actually making enough money to live now, somehow. My friend gave me a $100 DoorDash gift card when I was sick. Well, I had the ping to start dog sitting, and like I've been making like $700 a month, and it's really easy. Like dogs just come to my house. I'm already watching a dog, so it's not that much harder to watch more, like one or two more dogs. But 3 more dogs is too many dogs. Like if there's 4 dogs here, it's too many. 2 or 3 is fine. 4 is too many. Oh yeah, I bought a new computer. I got a new MacBook Pro. So, and I paid in cash. Well, I paid in cash and gift cards and then trade-ins, because I also had like a couple extra laptops laying around. So yeah, I was able to pay for that computer, and I really needed it to do my work because you need a lot of computer power to do music production. So that was a really big manifestation. I knew I was forgetting something. I've gotten a lot of clarity like about my sexuality and gender expression, and that's really exciting and feels good because I was like really confused about that for a long time. No, I guess that's it. Those are my manifestations for this year. So did I get like a free trip to Japan? No. Did I get a boyfriend? No. But I did get clarity about my career and my art, and I would now say like I feel like I am a professional musician. I feel like I am a music producer. Like I am officially doing that as a job for money. I'm making money as a musician. I feel really creatively fulfilled. I feel a lot happier. I feel relieved. And I'm excited for the future. So yes, would I recommend TBM? This is my review, TLDR. I recommend it. I recommend it. Great. You should do it. It's only like, I think it's $35 a month, but I have a promo code. So you can get, I think you can get 15% off, and then it makes it like $25.50 a month instead. It's worth it. I know like, it's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me. You should definitely do it. Like it's been life-changing for me. Life-changing. I've gotten more out of 2 years of TBM than I got out of 5 years of therapy. No offense to my therapist, but it's true. And it was a lot cheaper. And I helped myself, which was great. Like it makes you feel so much more confident when you're like, I was able to use these tools and guide myself and figure shit out by myself. And then there's nothing better than like you have a crisis and you know what to do. And that's confidence, baby. That's confidence. So if you have questions about TBM, or if you just want to share your experience with it, because it sounds like a lot of you guys also do TBM, then yeah, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share with a buddy, and I will be here. I'm gonna keep trying to make videos, and I'm gonna do my best, but I'm really busy being a professional musician and music producer now. I'm only being so cunty about this because like people who watch this channel know like how long I've been fucking trying to do this. So I'm doing it now, baby. Baby. All right, that's all for me. I hope I wasn't out of focus the whole time because I'm not going to film this again. Okay, bye.